Let's discuss 5.2 equation of a straight line. Basically, this is a equation. It means it has a equal sign. Then to make it equal, there should be two similar things. Then we can make it equal. In a straight line, can you guess that two similar thing? Then if we can equal. The only thing in a straight line we can see that if you take the gradient in two places, this gradient should be equal. If you measure this length A and this length B and this length C and this length D, so from here this is gradient is A over B. From here the gradient is C over D. Since this is a line, the gradient has to be same. So this is the reason. Hence, A over B should be equal to C over D. Another question. Assume you know this gradient is 5. Then you know point here. Then that's all we have. You know the gradient, you have a known point. Then you can pick up any point in this line. I will pick up x and y, any point. Since you know gradient here, that is 5. Now you want to find the gradient differently. That's why I take this xy point. Now I can find the gradient. What is this height? Y minus 5. What is this length? X minus 2. Now what is the gradient? Y minus 5 divided by x minus 2. Now you can write here, you know gradient is 5 given and you found out y minus x minus 2. I write 5 over 1 is 5. Now cross multiply. Then you will get y minus 5 equal 5 times x minus 2. Now you have to simplify this one. Y minus 5 equal 5x minus 10. Then y minus 5x equal 5 minus 10. Y minus 5x equal minus 5. Or y equal 5x minus 5. So theory behind this, we found two gradients and we make it equal. Then it's become an equation. So we know that gradient, if you take the gradient of a line from anywhere, it has to be same. So I selected two places. One is given, another one is I found out. Taking x1 value, common value. We can make this as a formula by doing, we'll take the gradient as m, and so then this gradient is going to be m. Then xy, let it be there. This 5 become y1. This 2 become x1. Then this become x1, y1, known point. Then this height be y minus y1. This length going to be x minus x1. Now m is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. Now I am going to replace this side by y minus y1 and x minus x1. Now I am taking x minus 1 to this side by cross multiplication. Y minus y1 equal m times x minus x1. So you can see this is the formula. So with this formula, assume that you have an equation and gradient is 5, m is 5 given, you have a point 2, 5. Then what you could do, you know m is 5, then you are going to find x, and what is the x value? 2. And then y, standard one, y1 is 5. Then y minus 5, 5x minus 10. Y equal 5x minus 10 plus 5. Y minus y equal 5x minus 5. But I usually work with this method. I don't keep this in my as a this as a formula in my mind. So what I always use, gradient has to be equal if you take any point. So if you have m equal 5, gradient is given 5 and you have 2 5 given point, then I will take this is xy, then this is going to be y minus 5, this is going to be x minus 2, then gradient is y minus 5 divided by x minus 2, again m is 5 given, then m is, we found out y minus 5 x minus 2. Now two similar, two things, they are same, so we can make equal to 0. So I'll rewrite here m equal 5 and m equal y minus 5 over x minus 2, then y minus 5 over x minus 2 and 5. What you can tell about those two values should be equal because it is gradient of the line. It can't be two different things. So that's how we make the equation. Now with cross multiplication, y minus 5 equal 5 times x minus 2. Now assume if we have 2 points, 2, 5, 3, 8. How can you make a, how can you write the equation of, now we have 2 points. Now we have to find gradient in two different ways. Okay, one is clear. Gradient m I can write 8 minus 5 and 3 minus 2. 8 minus 5, 3, 3 minus 2, 1, 3. Then how can I write the gradient again? Or in that case I had to take another point. So now I'll take point here, xy. I take this, this one, this triangle. What is this height? That height is going to be y minus 5. And this length going to be x minus 2. And now you can equal y minus 5 over x minus 2 equal 3 now. Then simplify normal. Y minus 5 equal 3 times x minus 2. Y minus 5 equal 3x minus 6. Y equal 3x minus 6 plus 5. Y equal 3x minus 1. This is also right. So m you found out from this point. If you take x and y here, you can consider this triangle as well. Then this height is 8 minus y. This length is 3 minus x. Then you can write, still this is m. So m equal 8 minus y, 3 minus x. Now I can write 8 minus y, 3 minus x equal 3. Then 8 minus y equal 3 times 3 minus x. 8 minus y equal 9x minus 3x. Then I'll bring 9 to here. 8 minus 9 equal y minus 3x. So this is going to be minus 1 equal y minus 3x. Y minus 3x equal minus 1. Now when you look at this one, 8 minus y, 3 minus x. This is bit, this is right, but it is nice to have y minus 8, x minus 3. If you write like this, you can use two ways to adjust this one. One is bring this xy point to here, on top of above. Then this gradient, y minus 8, and this is x minus 3, gradient is y minus t, x minus 3. Now y minus 8, x minus 3. Much better. But it's not necessary if you know maths. From here, you can take minus out from numerators. This is become y minus 8. And now take from the denominator, x minus 3. Now minus minus cancel out, y minus 8 equal x minus 3. Or you can write like this about the point, and you can work out. Two, 5, 3, 8, xy. I have so many options here. If I take A, B, C, I can consider gradient of AB. I'll write MAB. How do you write? 8 minus 5, 2 minus 3 minus 2. Then gradient of AC, MAC. Y minus 5, and divide by x minus 2. Then BC, y minus 8, x minus 3. So I found gradient three ways. So they all are equal. 8 minus 5, 3 minus 2, y minus 5, x minus 2, y minus 8, x minus 3. You can pick up any two. You will get the same equation. So basically this is the summary. AB. I consider this triangle. This length divided by this length. Then AC. This one. Then this is the triangle, big triangle. Then BC, small triangle. You don't need to write gradient in three ways. Two ways enough. This is the maximum you can do. So we know this is going to be 3. And then y minus 5, x minus 2 with 3, either this one or this one.